It's one of my great regrets. I never thought about running for governor. I'm an entrepreneur. I'm not a politician. And it was at his funeral that I first even thought about this. When people came up to me and told me about what my father had done 30 years ago with no pass, no play,
right,
or the seatbelt law, or raising teachers' salaries. And those issues made a huge difference in people's lives, right? That's why I wanted to run for governor, because I want to make the decisions that my father made, the decisions that changed the course of our state for 30 or 40 years. I'm a common sense Democrat. To me, that's a Democrat who focuses on the data and the facts and the science to drive the decision making. I'd like to avoid the labels, because the reality of it is, it's not where you are as a liberal or a conservative as a person, it's where you are on those issues, and every issue is different. So labels don't really work that well for me. There's 10 names on the ballot. That's a lot of names. But the fact is, when we're picking our candidate in the Democratic Party for governor, we need to pick a candidate who can beat Greg Abbott. And I'm the candidate who can beat Greg Abbott in November. So that's what we need to be focused on. It's not about, this candidate versus that candidate or this one. It's really about picking which candidate is the most qualified and which candidate can win in November. I'm an outsider. I'm not part of the mess. The guys who made this mess aren't the guys who are going to fix this mess, right? I'm coming at this with a fresh attitude, and I'm not in this to create a political career, right? I've got 20 years as an entrepreneur. I've started 6 businesses. I've had hundreds of thousands of customers. I know how to create jobs. I know how to deal with complex problems, and I know how to build consensus amongst, warring parties so you can make progress. Those are the traits that our governor needs and our governor doesn't have. And so that's how I'm going to differentiate myself based on my qualifications, and ultimately on the fact that I can beat Greg Abbott this November. Well, the message is we have an extremist running our government, a man who is focused only on the fringe voters in his primary party. And the evidence of that is bathroom bills, sanctuary cities, and a tree ordinance bill to tell city councils how to do their job. Meanwhile, our schools and healthcare are failing. Schools, we're 43rd in the nation. Healthcare, we lead in all the bad categories, like people without insurance and mothers dying of pregnancy.
Right.
Those aren't the issues that are being driven by today's governor. The issues he's focused on are these fringe issues that really don't matter to the 28 million Texans who live here. That's my message. I'll focus on those issues, and I'll be a leader who isn't in it to get reelected over and over and over again, but is in it just to make the hard decisions to make progress for our state.